They may have the worst team name in Formula One, but at least they've given us the livery of the season so far with the launch of the VCARB 01. I can't believe they're calling it that internally, but let's focus on the car. I absolutely love it. I don't know if it's because we've had so many bad liveries this far and this car has got paint on it, which is hardly a big deal these days, but the colours pop. And it has to be said, it bears a lot of similarities to the old Toro Rosso cars. Of course, we have that Visa branding down the side pods, but I do think it looks quite nice. We have the Cash App branding on the lower flap of the rear wing. And it's got that coloured money symbol, which I don't think looks great, breaks up the livery a little bit. But that is a small complaint. I'm not sure that the white elements along the front of the chassis looks great. It kind of breaks up an otherwise really nice blue colour. Maybe it ruins the flow a little bit. If that was a little bit smaller, I think the livery would be almost perfect for me. I like the way the colours work together, actually. It's still great. We've got the Red Bull logo across the engine cover as normal, and continuing as one of their main sponsors is Orlen, which we already knew. And that branding takes centre stage on the rear wing as well. The blue is accented by this red and white, which works really. It's very much like the Toro Rosso of old. And it works because, well, Orlen, their main sponsor is red. They've had that on the car before. And I think this livery probably blends in more maybe than their last one, where the red stood out a little bit more. But it very much reminds you of an old Toro Rosso car. I think this is going to look stunning under the lights. There's a couple of renders off the website. This Vegas one looks incredible. They had an event in Vegas, actually, for the reveal of this car. So I got up at 6:15 in the morning UK time, expecting to see a big presentation. Like they've taken the car to Vegas. They're going to show off the event in the new car, the new branding. But it seems as though it wasn't even being broadcast to the world. Apparently they had live music there. They went all the way there, but they didn't stream it. At 6:15, some pictures dropped on their social media, their website updated, and there was a small YouTube video. But they didn't stream it like other teams, which seems a bit odd to me, unless I've missed something. Why go all the way to Vegas if you're literally not going to make a show about it? Obviously, that presentation side of things, that was behind closed doors for press and what have you, which is fine. I believe we're also looking at a real car, or at least a version of one. The main thing that jumps out to me is that Red Bull style inlet on the side pods, and then how it really tapers into a very thin section before it becomes what you would say is a normal size. It's extremely well packaged with a huge undercut. Something I think we'll see most teams adopting this year. Then you have a hint of a water slide when you see it from the front angle. It's not as deep as some of the other cars like the Alpine, but it's definitely there. The front suspension is new as well, but the team going to a pull rod configuration rather than a push rod at the front of the car. There are, of course, a lot more details to be seen by the keen eye, and I'm sure plenty will pop up when the car actually does its shakedown and becomes available for testing at Bahrain. I can only imagine what the Red Bull car is going to look like. And check out these race suits. How good do these look? I'm just really happy we've got a striking livery. I don't love the white elements, and the more I look at them, the less I kind of like those parts. But overall, I'm pleased with how it looks, and we've got a proper looking car, which I'm happy with. Next week is going to be crazy. We've got Aston Martin, Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, and Red Bull. I'll see you then.